Does God have a reverse anus?
Dun 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 dun. Welcome, Smash Nuts. What the fuck is that?
That's an naked angel with a heart. Heart refresh?
Oh, I think that refills your hearts once.
Like I couldn't figure that out. Restores 500 hearts.
Oh, that's it? Only 500?
Well, considering
Your max is not even 300?
Yeah.
Apparently you're missing some hearts.
This might not go as well as I had hoped after all.
I'm pretty sure you don't need 500 hearts unless you're, like, trying to beat the game using only sub-weapon.
That would be terrible. Why would I even do that?
And if you did try to do that, you would definitely be wanting to use it with the knives.
Damn it! Get up there! You're supposed to look... This is a very weird way to end the game, too. Like, most games, like, they end it in this big theatrical thing. This one, it's just like, oh, we're just gonna have you go to the same place that you've gone before. And this is gonna happen.
Talk about Shaft.
Look how sassy
down a little bit.
Look how sassy he looks.
With his brain. I am the dark priest called Shaft.
Chaos.
Centuries. Holy power. One of them would whip the other's ass. Ha 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 ha. Lord of this castle, Lord of this castle, Lord of this castle, Lord of this castle. You think you're gonna do that, Chef? Throw some bouncy stones around here.
I really just want to cheese the fuck out of this guy right now, but he doesn't even seem worth it.
No, just cheese Dracula when he shows up. Spoilers, Dracula's in this game. Oh!
It's a weird place for me to beat him.
Mic drop. As if we haven't seen enough games where the bad guy does manage to summon the thing right before he dies. Dracula pops out. Alucard looks up. Hey, Dad.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time. I was hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave your father. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
They burned her because they thought she was a witch. That might be a Monty Python reference, but it's true.
Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Remaking this world!
In the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
Someone should redub only the name Dracula out of all of his stuff and just say, Dad. Just so that you have less time where Alucard's just saying,
Oh, that
Dad,
actually hurt.
Dad.
This is such a weird fight.
It is. It's a strange form for him to be in, too. This, like, just a pair of arms with 3 heads and some wings.
Would you get... Oh, God, you're a dick. This is probably going to do something bad, isn't it? I've never seen this because, well, I kind of killed him last time I actually played this damn game. Oh, now you're going to move. Now you're going to move. I see how it's going to move. Oh, I was actually hitting him with that shit. Whoops. Oh, well.
The tink-tink-tinks weren't hitting him until you pushed it on his face.
You shouldn't have made my shield so good. So weird to hear him quote a Bible verse and actually like cite it too.
I think most games that do it tend to cite them, but then again, they almost always use like really generic ones.
Well, they also do it like where they'll say it first, the cite first, and then say it.
I don't think I've ever actually heard them do the cite first.
Really?
It's always been after. Usually like memes, when people say memes.
This is not expected. I did not expect to beat this episode.
Uh
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to cut this out.
Yeah. Oh, the Konamis.
Let's explain what's happening here as it happens. So the sky turns into a big gray donut, and a laser comes down. And the StarCraft satellite laser attack obliterates the castle by sucking up all of its parts.
So the giant donut in the sky became a giant vacuum?
A giant vacuum butthole. That, like...
Does God have a reverse anus?
I love how that cliff has, like, a separate piece for the tip.
I'm glad that you haven't learned how to say my name right.
It's my fault you had to fight your own father. I mean, it wasn't for, you coming back and not being very happy about him and him showing up and being a dickhead or anything. Nothing.
At all.
You hear me, Richter? This is about what you did. What? I didn't do nothing. What do you mean you didn't
Okay,
do nothing?
Did they actually say where she's from?
Who, Maria?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
Because the way that she says his name, it's like, she seems like she's from somewhere.
I'm pretty sure there's something somewhere, but I don't know if it's in this game at all. I can't remember where she's from either. They made this game, they had a big thing for French people. So she might be French.
That's what I was thinking.
Then we look up the lore and it turns out she's like Russian or something. It's like, what?
Actually, I could see that. I could see either one of them, really.
And the ending of this vampire game goes out with porn music. A little bit of light saxophone. Yep.
I know none of these people.
None of them. Too bad it was Belgrade and not Belmont.
Although it doesn't matter if we know who they are or not, because their actual quotes in here are legendary.
Yep. Although I think I've heard Jeff Manning somewhere else, but I'm not sure at all.
Oh
Iga.
no, it's not letting me skip it
Iga.
either. Ah.
Iga!
Ah.
Please make Bloodstained good. It's so good so far, please. Don't let us all fucking down like fucking Inafune did.
Wow, just calling it out.
Don't make it better than nothing. Make it better than good.
Well, considering how many freaking... He has hit every stretch goal, right?
Higa?
By, like, then some.
He hit all the stretch goals, like, within he hit the fucking full-on within minutes, if I recall. Like, at least, at most, it took him, like, 2 hours to hit the fucking goal. I think they hit all the stretch goals over, like, a month or two.
I can't wait to play that game.
Me either. Have you seen the latest demo video of it?
No.
It looks like he's playing on what looks like it would be a Smash stage.
Huh.
To which I would be totally okay if they put her in Smash Bros. I
Well,
would be, like, totally okay with that.
unfortunately, probably not gonna happen.
How do you know?
Well, I don't know. I just know likelihood because... Okay, fine. You want a good answer? I'll give you one word. Nintendo.
I'm pretty sure they're going to port it to Switch.
They better.
I think they said they were.
I am the wind.
Yep. Hatashi no Kaze? I don't know. Fuck.
Although I have to say, Smash needs to do something. They need to be doing what some of these other fighting games are doing, even though it's like, they're not a fighting game. Yes, you are. Accept it and deal with it. Accept your destiny.
It doesn't need to call it. It doesn't need to call itself a serious hardcore fighter. But everybody that wants to be like, it's only a party game, does need to leave that alone, because it's a fighting game.
Yeah.
It's just kind
You
of
want
its
a party
own
game?
genre.
That's where you need to make a better Mario Party again. But they need to do what other fighting games have been doing. Like, I don't give a crap about Tekken 7. If you do, cool, more power to you, and I hope you lost your ass when they showed Noctis from Final Fantasy 15.
And didn't not lose your ass and got irritated, as some people that we know.
Oh, yeah. But I have to say, props to Injustice.
Yeah, that was a big surprise. I'm still not too interested in playing Injustice because I don't like the gameplay of it.
But the fact that they brought all 4 Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and they actually gave them good voices, thank God.
Did they confirm they were one character or 4 separate?
What it probably is, well, I don't know.
Because I was watching Maximilian Dude actually, like, react to the trailer because he didn't know it.
Oh God, I bet he lost his ass.
He did, because him and several of his friends were thinking it was going to be Melina that was going to get in. And when he saw the scythe, he was like, Melina? Is everybody going to be happy about this? Then they showed that trench coat, and he's like, so what's going on? I pull it off, it's a fucking turtles, and he's like, what? Well, there goes everybody's hope it was Melina, but whatever.
It's like, don't care now.
He didn't seem all that happy about it, like, as in, like, he was a huge fan of the turtles or anything, but, you know.
Yeah. So wait, is this one of those? Oh no, it's not one of those games. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, there you go. We beat the game. Lottie freaking da.
Junpei has now beaten 2 games on this channel, and I've beaten none.
You are a slacker.
Well, I'm getting there with Shining Force. It's just, you know, kind of an RPG.
So
I'm getting there.
I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my stupidity at this game. I hope you have raged. I hope you have. And I want to see it. Because, God, it's freaking hilarious. Because I'm sure y'all have enjoyed watching me rage, so I get to get it back. But I can honestly say that I did miss the train on this one. And I probably will not have a reason to play this ever again. And I'm not saying that because it's a bad game. I will say, if I was to actually give this game a review, I feel like it does not age well. Like, it by itself does, but some of just, like, the annoyances make it not.
Specific design choices.
Yeah. Like, or like you want me to? You saying that, or are you asking?
Like, I'm kind of asking, like...
Well, like, I do like...
Because I'm sure some of them I will agree with.
I do like the... And I'll try to keep this short, because I know we don't want to make this video too long. But I will agree... Or I will say that I like... in a way, I like the realism of you're not going to just continue to get weapons in a linear path that get better and better. I will say that. I do like that, because it was kind of nice to not have to deal with getting my ass handed to me after a certain point. Especially after some of those really close calls at the beginning of the game, which, hell yeah, I beat the game without dying. I don't care if I used the shield or not. Still did it.
You tried not to, you just accidentally pulled it out on Dracula.
But I like and dislike that. But I have to say...
And considering how few hits it actually dealt to him, I actually think you did over half of his HP before smacking him with it.
But I will say that the Upside Down Castle, while it's a neat little, hey, look what we did, I can see where they kind of cheesed a laziness out to make the game longer. And I have to say that I have literally like a pixel or two that I could have made that jump. And I can't because...
Almost every other screen.
Yeah, that kills it for me. Like, the whole second half of the game, that's pretty much why, like... If it was not for that, I probably would have tried to make it through the game with just not using the shield. But the annoyances of having to deal with the slow pace... The game is very slow pacing. Like, that's why I like Super Metroid so much, is because...
Well, that was a little bit because you weren't backdashing that much.
But I shouldn't have to.
Well, you shouldn't have to roll around the fucking field with Link in Ocarina of Time either, but everybody does it anyway.
But at least I'm continuing the momentum from where I already started. I don't have to turn around and do random shit and have to constantly remember, oh yeah, I better not do this near a door. God, like, props to anybody out there that's a speedrunner of this game, because there's so many little nuances that you have to remember to do and not do.
That's every game, though, really.
Yeah, but this one just seems chock full of them.
Well...
But, I mean, that being said, it is a good game, and I do like it. I will say it is definitely not my favorite. Like, now, I'm biased, but my first one was Portrait of Ruin. And I actually really liked that one.
Yeah, there was a lot of quality of life enhancements between this one and that one.
Well, I think I got spoiled by that one being my first one, because I played, was it Dawn of Sorrow that was on the DS?
One of those two.
And it was the one that came before Portrait of Ruin. And even that one I didn't finish, because I was just like, I got almost to the end of that one, and I was like, okay, I like this, but there's certain things that just kind of lost its appeal, but...
All the ones on the DS and stuff were very essentially the same. Yeah. Just with a different person, a different castle to go through, and some new mechanics to fucking juggle around.
Which one was the one that had, how do you say her name?
Shanoa?
Shanoa, yeah.
Order of Ecclesia.
I could see me maybe liking that one, just based off of her, the way she was in Harmony of Despair.
Yeah, her gameplay is a departure a bit, so it's a lot more fun to have something new to fuck around with.
Yeah.
But I actually didn't like that one as much, because there was a lot of areas that felt hemmed in to force you to fight the enemies on the way through the hallways. And I was like not happy about that, because I'm used to... Because the first one I played of the new ones was Symphony of the Night, the one that changed everything from being regular Castlevania to this, and I liked how open the rooms were, so that when there was things you just didn't want to fight, you could just jump over them.
You could pull that MLG shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just recently went back and watched that, and I still lose my ass every time.
But it's just there's a lot of times when, like, there's even some outdoors areas where it's like the ceiling is the very top of the screen, and some of the land goes up close to that, and then there's like an owl knight up there, and it's like, well, I can't jump over you because I'm just going to hit my head on the ceiling and get hit. So I am forced to fight this one trash mob on my way through this hallway. So I was like, this is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Although it had it had like replay value of being able to play as the Albus guy who fought entirely differently and some other shit. But I always like these games in their freeform, find out your own path through here kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do like that, and I mean that's why obviously it's the Metroidvania kind of thing. But I did like that. I feel like when you got lost, though, man, like it felt like a trek at times, though, and that's I think if they had made Alucard move a little bit, this whole game compared to the other Castlevanias, I feel really does feel like, and I keep referencing Harmony of Despair, but I really do feel like this game and its speed pacing compared to the other ones that I've played, it honest to God feels like I'm playing Harmony of Despair without sprint shoes.
I would actually say it's like having the first sprint shoes.
Well, yeah.
It's like having Sonic boots, but you can't get anything better. Because even in Harmony of Despair, we were like, you gotta have wing boots or better. Sonic boots just ain't good enough. Even if they give you a speed boost, because the beginning speed is terrible.
Yeah, it will make you not want to keep playing the game.
And I will admit, the movement speed in this game does feel a little... It feels too slow as soon as you get used to things. It's like, well, I want to go faster than this. But then I have to turn around and backdash. And I don't want to have to do that. I just want to hold forward and hit the buttons and watch the mans fall down.
That's what I was saying,
so,
yeah.
No. I do understand that.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I'd still say this is a good game, and, you know, I can understand why people definitely were drawn to it back when it first came out, so...
Yeah.
Around 1997 was a good year for all this stuff, so...
A lot of the things it does, I think, for me, I think it aged very well, but a lot of its specific design choices, like how you have to equip the food, throw it back on the floor, and then eat it, were a lot of, like...
I feel like there's been a lot of comics where people have made fun of stuff like that.
It's that kind of thing that really, really did not age well, and that's what makes the rest of it tainted.
If I know it will never happen probably, but if they were to actually remake this game and do it and fix some of that stuff, I'd probably love this game. Especially if they update the graphics, update a lot of, like, just, like, completely, like, do an entire remake of it. Like, I would probably love this game.
Yeah, although this is probably the FF7 for Konami.
Yeah.
They don't want to remake it because they know if they do, they're probably gonna fuck it up. And Final Fantasy has been getting its FF7 remake, and everybody's like, this is gonna be great, and then you got other people standing in the background going, it better be, because it's gonna be easy to fuck this up.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that boat. I will finish off by saying this. All these mofos need to take... When it comes to remaking stuff and learning from your mistakes and reinventing classics and remaking them, everyone needs to take a page out of Capcom's book. You can say whatever you want about Capcom, but when it comes to the Resident Evil games, they know how to deal with that. They've reinvented the game twice, and everybody loved it. Well, except for me, because I'm not a big fan of first-person games, but especially horror. But I still have to admit it was a great game. And I was actually just watching, I think it was Super Bunny Hop was doing an article on Resident Evil's remake. And that was perfect. It was perfectly done. And if they could do this like that, it'd be great. So I will end it on that note.
Yeah. I'll wrap up with saying there are a lot of remakes that I've seen that change too much of the original in some effort to make it new when everyone fell in love with it the way it was. And really all it needs is to be
Updated.
glossed over, shined up, dusted off, and have quality of life changes made. That's it.
Yep.
Don't go too far with the remakes. And the real biggest thing I'd like to leave on is to please stop making games from only one generation back.
Yeah.
They don't need it now. Wait a couple of gens. Holy fuck. We do not need PS3 games remade now from series that still have games from like the Super Nintendo that haven't been remade and deserve it.
Yeah. I feel like I would love to add more to that, but at this point, if we keep going, this will end up becoming a whole separate video altogether.
Yeah,
So,
could be.
too long, didn't listen. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
If you stayed through that entire rant, congrats to you.
And thank you, because we appreciate when you actually don't skip through our videos. It actually does help, believe it or not. So,
Or at least it will when we can.
but I will always say, of course, at the end, if you guys have enjoyed this, please hit the hit the like button. It is always appreciated. If you want to see more and see what we're going to be up to next, hit the subscribe button. And until then,
If you want to let us know your side of these things, or your opinions, leave a comment. Eventually, we're going to have comments to actually read. That'd be nice. Next time on Smash Nights, a different game!
oh!
Put your water in the coaster. God damn it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. And stop fucking my table.
What?